Alright, so this is the Plume Veil. It comes in this nifty little box, and so you open it, and it is a really shoddy box, but I don't think that really matters. Open it up, dismantle it. As always, you get some nifty little extras: small screwdriver, some wick and wire that we're probably never going to use. I have opened this before to check it out. It did come with the drip tip, but because this is the logoless version, it's I pretty much didn't even want to bother keeping it. Like, there's really no point in keeping it, but it's there, you know, if you ever want to use it. Move that aside. So as you can see here, it's got pretty big air hole slits, or air slits, whatever you want to call them, and here it's also got air holes on the side. Now, when you first look at it, it might be a little odd. Like, why do you have multiple sources of airflow? You have two on top here as well. These actually directly, these on top obviously go to the coils. They just go straight in. Now these on the bottom, they actually line up with the air holes here and here. I should use a screwdriver to point this stuff out. Yeah, so I line up here and here, and these actually come in through the back of the negative posts, as to give an additional source of airflow and to cool your coils down further. It works. I'll talk about that later. Here you have a 4-post build, or a 4-post way of building it. Pretty effective. But, I mean, you know, you can build quad coils much more easily than if you had just a tri-post setup, and you can actually rotate the middle as well. You would do so by unscrewing this here. Let me see if I can get that right. Not at the moment. I don't have a good enough screwdriver on me at the moment. I can use my tweezers. Alright, tweezers. Alright, so let's line that up, and as you can see, when you unscrew it, you actually turn the positive post with it, but I'm not going to do that because I don't really need to, but you know, options there if you ever want to. I'm pretty sure it could make for some interesting builds if you were to do that. Now, as you can see, there's a relatively deep drip well here. But because what I've noticed is that in my experience, anytime I've dripped just a little over the drip well, or not even over, it tended to actually leak out through these air holes on the negative post. So it was just not convenient to use at all. However, because it has a 4-post setup, it's actually really easy to build on, which I'm going to show you in a moment. I'm going to do a dual parallel build for you guys today. And with this 4-post setup, unlike a lot of other 4-post setups that you get, it's actually a lot closer to the drip well, so you can kind of push your coil down into the drip well without having you know, the issue of having these long leads I usually do with other 4-post atomizers like the Helios or the Brass Monkey. So that's pretty nice. Now let's see, and on top of that, you'll notice that this is gold plated. This is a clone, so I'm not sure if it's 100% gold, but it is gold plated. So as with the authentic one, it does heat up faster, and at the same time take a little bit longer to cool down. Now let's see. Interesting thing about this, if you look at the top portion, so here you can see that it has 2 sets of holes, one for dual coils and one for single coils if you're a single coil kind of guy. Now, with the best part about this atomizer, I would say, is this Delrin on top for your drip tip. At first, let's see, I'm gonna stick in my drip tip. At first, because I guess the way it came assembled, it was actually a little wobbly, as you can see here, because it was unscrewed. But So if any of you guys have this issue, it's very easily solved. But once you screw it in all the way, it does protrude out a little bit, but pretty much it takes away the need for any Delrin insulator for, you know, people who like to do really low ohm builds. So this is a great atomizer for you guys out there. However, as I said, it did tend to leak on me, so if you like dripping a lot, this might not be perfect. Alright, so on to our build. Let's see. Alright, so here I have my first coil ready. Let's see, it's got two 26 gauge Canthal in it. Let's hope it focuses. It's got 4 wraps. It's a 5/4 wrap. Now I pretty much just stick it in. The best part about this, however, with doing parallel and other builds is, first of all, you can really choose whichever poles you want to screw it in. I'm going to choose opposite one, so this. So like if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm going to do 2 and 4 and then 1 and 3. The best part is just how simple it makes center post builds after, not to mention you can really screw them in one at a time, as I'm going to show you now. Let's see, so that's one set. Oh god, get it in. God, this part is hard. So I got one set in. Alright, another set. Alright, so I need to loosen that up a little bit. Where's my Phillips? Loosen that up. Alright, get it in there. Alright. And then I'm going to put it about that far from the post. Sounds like a good idea. Alright, now it's screwed in. Oh no, it fell out. Oh no. Go back in. Ah, come on. This is the worst part about having gigantic hands. Really makes it hard to fucking do this. Oh, it's not all the way tight yet. Alright, so that's one that's tightened, and now I can already cut these leads off. I don't need to wait until I do my other set of coils to do so. General word of caution, do be careful where you build, because just the other day my girlfriend actually got some Canthal on her finger because of me. Because I was careless about where I was cutting these. Not smart. It was 26 gauge too, so I'm sure that hurt. Oh fuck, that fell somewhere. Oh god, I should have seen that coming. Oh god, I'm going to have to clean that up later. Alright, but yeah, so I have 3 leads accounted for. Now I just gotta find my 4th. And then I'm gonna clean this up a little bit, so if you can see here, my lead's kind of sticking out. Just gonna clean that up. Make sure it doesn't make contact with anything unnecessary. Yeah, looks good. Time to put in my other coil. Alright, now I got my second coil. Time to put that in as well. Alright, got it in there. Pull the leads. Sometimes that's really the most difficult part, just pulling the leads through. Once again, be careful. Oh god, that hit my foot. Oh god, gotta be careful with these things. I highly suggest buying, like, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna buy like some really big, strong magnet or something. Alright, cut it. Alright, all the leads accounted for. Got 3. The other one hit my foot. I'm good. Always be safe when doing this kind of thing. Alright. Fix the leads up so that they're not touching anything. Tighten the screws. Alright, there you go. Looks reasonably good. Now to fix this buildup on my mod. Let's see. Once again, I'm going to be using the Fast Tech Overdose mod. Where's the logo? There you go. Actually got a nice number this time, 707. It's not bad. Look for a review on that coming soon. Alright, focus. Alright, get these nice and good. Alright, so for those of you who aren't familiar with a quad coil, it is essentially a parallel build. Since I'm using 2 strands of cantha on each side, it is essentially a quad coil. So you're going to get a lot of vapor at the same time. It's going to be a really low ohm. I'm going to have to double check how low this one is. Firing evenly, looks good. Damn, that thing takes a while to cool down. Alright, so here I have my ohm reader. 0.18, that's pretty low. Alright, and remember, whenever you're doing low ohm builds, be sure to use a safe battery. I'm using a VTC5 at the moment, so using the correct battery is very important. And next time, I was dumb this time. I would recommend that you actually take the check the ohms before you fire it, just to make sure you don't blow yourself up, and at the same time, you know, makes the atomizer less hot, so you're not gonna burn your hand either. All right, let's see. Got my cotton. Shoot it through. Alright, cut that up. Oh, where's my scissors? Alright, that's one side worked up. That's about right. Other side's good. Now, I'm just gonna put the cotton under the coil as well. That way I have a nice little cotton bed going that helps me soak up the juice. And personally, I'm not a fan of a lot of cotton. I like to use less. I always believe less is more with cotton. You know, just so you don't risk having cotton taste. And at the same time, you make sure that all the juice in the cotton is actually used up. Because sometimes if you have too much cotton, which I see in a lot of builds, the juice just doesn't get used up, and you pretty much fuck yourself. All right, now let's get this baby firing. All right, let's see. What is the juice today, Davis? Looks pretty good. Alright, I think this baby's ready.